Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, welcome to our Camino adventure, and we are in the town of
Zubiri, Spain.
Zubiri, Spain. This is day one for us for hiking, and our plan is to share with the family back home and friends and the 359 Nation is to share our journey in a way that's hopefully introduces you to the Camino, and is also not allows us to enjoy the experience and not worry about posting everything or whatever. So our plan is to do a joint Facebook Live at 9 o'clock local time. It's 9 o'clock here in Spain on Sundays, and then on Wednesdays and Fridays. So like John would do Wednesday, I would do Friday, and then we would do one together on Sunday. And then I think that's kind of neat because that'll allow us to give our combined perspective, but also individual as well. So anyways, so John Klein, tell me how your trip has been.
Trip so far has been great. I was very eager to start today. Not really. I'm a lot more nervous for tomorrow than I was for today.
Today was tough.
Did about 13 miles today. The legs definitely felt it, but
It was a beautiful walk. We started in the Pyrenees. If you look on a map, we're like in the northeast part of Spain. France is like 15 miles that way. So we're tucked in the Pyrenees Mountains, and today was tough. It was a lot of ups and downs, although on the map it didn't look like that, did it?
no, it looked lots of descents on the map, but definitely some hills that the maps weren't showing.
Yeah. So it's really cool. We walked through maybe 4 or 5 small towns today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you go through a little town. We stopped at one place. There was a Juans Bar.
Yeah, it was called Juans Bar.
Juans
it's like
Bar.
kind of like a little gas station that doesn't sell gas. It's like a little.
So it's not really a gas station.
Oh, it is. It's like the inside of a gas station.
Yeah.
Just got snacks, chips.
Snacks, drinks, that kind of stuff. So we just stopped there and had a Kit Kat and a water, which was nice. So tomorrow we'll leave here in Zubiri. We're staying at a I don't know if I'd call this an albergue, but kind of a, I don't know what this is.
Hotel/hostel.
Yeah, we got into town. So Zubiri is a village of 400 people. We crossed the bridge. The bridge was built in the 12th century, which is pretty cool. And so we saw right away the sign for our place, but then we couldn't figure out how to check in. So we walked around and around, and finally found someone, a very nice couple from Spain, who very nicely walked us like 2 blocks over to where the manager lives. He was very nice, but I guess he just doesn't plan on people coming to the office very much. So tomorrow we'll head to Pamplona. You may have heard of Pamplona, the Run of the Bulls. We came through there on the way up. Tomorrow we'll just walk through it. We'll go through a handful of villages. So John Klein, I'm going to ask you a few things,
Okay.
and let's get your reaction to it. So, best part of the trip so far.
One of my favorite parts of the trip so far, on a day-to-day basis, especially today walking, you meet 50 to 100 strangers. We've met David from Sweden and David from Bogota, Colombia, and Stepan from Czech Republic today, and a bunch of Spanish and French people, of course. But it's just really cool to get to meet and see people of other walks of lives.
So that I'm going to skip down to my another one of my questions on here, which is the most interesting person you met today.
We had a waiter at our restaurant.
He will definitely be in the top 10 pictures.
He was just really funny, and you love seeing someone that loves what they do. Extremely energetic, and you would have to be there. You know, words don't do him justice, but just a very exciting guy, and happy to
Very interesting.
be waiting tables.
He knew enough English, and John knows enough Spanish where they could communicate. And he knew the first line to Lionel Richie's "Say You, Say Me." And pretty much every time he came to the table, That's what he would say. Sometimes in reverse order. So
Yeah.
a picture of him will definitely be in our top 10 images from the Camino
Yeah.
today. So most interesting for me, he's definitely the most interesting. But I would say we met a couple from France, and we were probably, we were in our first 20 minutes or so. And older couple, they were probably maybe 70-ish.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
And we said, "You start today from Roncesvalles?" And they said, "No, we started from our home in France 500 kilometers ago." So they had already walked 500 kilometers. They left their front door, which is not common, but not uncommon in Europe for people to leave their front door and walk to Santiago. So here, this couple was halfway through. They'd already walked 500 kilometers. So I'm going to give them my notch for most.
Yeah.
Maybe impressive.
That's about
meet of the day.
300 miles, by the way.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. We did finally meet another American couple. They were from North Carolina. He was 77. She was maybe a little younger.
Yeah, 70 something.
70 something, but very nice. They were with a touring group that moves their bags, so maybe they had a day pack, or maybe they weren't packing anything. But they would just go to whatever town that their bags would be in and then stay there, which sounds like a really nice way to do it, but it's a different way to do it. So, okay. Well, I was going to ask you about the waiter, but you've already addressed him. One of the things that I've been really impressed with for John is his Spanish. And you were saying tonight on the way home about the dialect difference.
Yeah.
So flesh that out a little bit.
It's kind of funny because in our school systems in America, I think because of the heavy Hispanic population, you're taught Spanish, and a lot of it is, most Spaniards understand you, but it's not, some of the sayings I say are very uncommon for them, and they use other sayings. But because there's so many Hispanic kids from Central America or Mexico, in our school systems today, we are taught more of a Western Hemisphere Spanish dialect in school. I'm learning.
Yeah, and so I've come to realize that if I did not have John with me, it would be a very difficult experience, because I guess the American in me just wants to assume everybody will speak English, which is definitely not the case. So
it was pretty surprising to me, the lack of people who don't speak any English, or I would say 70 to 80% of people don't really speak English.
Yeah.
Maybe 60%
Which is not surprising. We are in Europe, but that's the American in me just kind of thinking people see things through my perspective, which is not always the case. Rarely the case. So let's do a quick rundown of countries that we met today. Czech Republic, France,
Spain.
Henry from Germany. He is having a very good time here in the Camino.
Yes.
He's 2021. He decided like 3 days ago we had dinner with him last night, and decided 3 days ago to do the Camino and quit his job as a mailman, and said, they'll take me back when I get back home. So in our last minute, tomorrow, what are we looking forward to tomorrow?
Another good hike, meeting new people. Another good hike. It's gonna be tough. It's just, what are we looking forward to? I think every day brings something new, and you can't really expect what's gonna happen. And I think people are different. Dad kind of is like, what are we looking forward to? And I'm like, we'll wake up tomorrow and see what happens.
Just see what happens. So
yeah,
that's exactly right. So we're gonna sign off, but there's this little river running back here that crosses the bridge, which is right over there. So tomorrow morning we'll get up, we'll have breakfast with our the other guest here. We'll have our communal breakfast, and then put our packs on and hit the road and head to Pamplona. Mm-hmm. And I think the daily rhythm is we kind of get up and get going at whatever 7 or 8. I think we finally have acclimated to the time zone. Me more than him. Yeah. And then we get to where we're going at like 1 or 2, and then kick those shoes off, and then hang around and just try to stay awake until dinner. They eat dinner late here, like 8.
8 to 9, yeah.
or maybe we eat dinner early.
And
so.
breakfast is it's not American breakfast. It's like today was a croissant, a slice of ham, and a slice of cheese.
It's a good croissant, and the cafe con leche is a little different. So, anyways. We'll post our top 10 images for today, and then it's starting to rain a little bit, and then we'll let you go live on Wednesday. Then I'll go live on Friday. And
Sounds
so
good.
we grateful to have you journey with us, and hi to everybody back home. We love you and praying for you. Buen camino.
Buen Camino.